Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. This is going to be a book review of a couple of different books. So Jess from Roots and Refuge asked everybody to do a collaboration type video. She asked everybody to give recommendations of books that had solid information or books that they enjoyed about like homesteading or I'm assuming gardening and things like that, which goes along with homesteading. So of course, a little bit about myself. My name is Jen. I really enjoy gardening. I enjoy crafts, crochet, DIYs, reading, obviously. And I am a total tomato freak, obviously. I've got tomato earrings on. These are actually freeze-dried tomatoes, laces from a cherry tomato. And then I've got I love tomatoes. Well, I don't want you to see my sweatpants. I'm in my sweatpants. I love tomato shirt on. Of course, I am going to review a couple of my favorite tomato books. Got several, and I can do reviews on other ones if you like me to. I'll show some of those to you, but these are going to be my two top ones that I've fallen in love with. I'm going to try to make this video not an hour long. I have a trouble with that. My husband's always like telling me, and some of my friends are like, we don't watch your videos anymore because they're too long. I'm sorry about that if you don't like long videos. I am long-winded apparently, and I just want to tell you all and share everything with you. When I first watched Jess's video, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is like fate, or it meant to be. I'm like 30 videos behind on Roots and Refuge YouTube videos. I am just so busy with everything gardening, and I went to the Homesteaders of America conference this past weekend, which was yesterday and the day before. Actually spent my 40th birthday there. It was like the best birthday ever. I've been wanting to go there for like 4 years. I met some YouTubers that I love. Okay, see, I'm already getting off topic. I've been watching from like the video from way back in like, I don't know, beginning of August. That's what I've been doing, and I'm getting going, and then she adds more, and I'm getting further and further behind. But on Thursday, I sat down and I thought, well, let me watch her latest video. So I clicked right on it, and that's where she said she wanted to do a collab video, and I've been wanting to do reviews on these books for months now. Since, well, I shouldn't say months, since August, when I finished the one of them, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've got to tell everybody about this. So I was just like, oh my God, this is gonna be the push for me to actually do a book review. And so here I am, gonna do this book review. Both of them are on tomatoes. And I am in northeastern West Virginia. That's where I garden and live. Like where Jess is going with this. I'm so excited to watch, if I can find time, the videos that people are going to put up of this, of all their books that they recommend, because I'm getting into like herbalism. I saw a speaker, a really cool speaker, and I think I bought 2 books this weekend. I have also got both of Jess's books, and I actually did sit down and record a video reviewing her books last summer. I think it's been over a year now. But when I went to edit it, I was like, I said beautiful like 3,000 times because she writes beautifully. Jess, you write beautifully. You inspire me to get into the garden every day. 6 minutes in and I haven't even started talking about the books. This is ridiculous. Let's talk about the books. The first one is called Epic Tomatoes. As you can see, it's well loved. There's like pieces of note paper in here. There's Post-its to remind me of stuff that I want to go back, and like this one's okay. So this is just full of all kinds of stuff. It's full of pictures of gorgeous tomatoes, the history behind the tomatoes. It's written by Craig LaHollier, and he is an amazing person. He is one of the original creators of the dwarf tomato project. And so if you don't know what dwarf tomatoes are, it's a tomato plant that they've kind of bred that it doesn't get more than like 4 feet tall. That's not what this book is about, but that's who Craig LaHollier, if you're really interested in learning more about him, he's really into, it's called the Dwarf Tomato Project. And there are so many varieties of dwarf tomatoes. So if you have a small space to garden, okay, I'm getting off topic again, but if you have a small space to garden tomatoes, dwarfs might be your thing. So, or micro dwarfs, that's another thing. Oh, I can't, okay. If you want to know more about tomatoes, scroll through my playlists because that's pretty much what most of my videos are about. I love tomatoes. All things tomatoes. I'll wear tomatoes. Everything tomatoes. This book, like just the The cover of it got me. A big giant tomato, big gorgeous looking tomato. But then if you go inside, the illustrations, the pictures, oh, just the way it's written and put together, it's a lovely book. It's an easy read. You could probably read this in just a few days. It's got a lot of information packed into it. I mean, and just like it's cute, it's clever. So the contents at the beginning tell you what is all in the book is going to be talking about, and it's all on seed packets. Like, it's so cute. Like the origins of today's tomato. Like, how did the tomato come about? Anatomy of a tomato, planting and planning, growing maintenance, harvest, saving for the future, how to save tomato seeds is in here, a little bit about breeding your own tomatoes, troubleshooting. I know there's a part in here about how to, get around pests or pest issues, how to identify certain diseases with your tomato plants. There's a whole lot of information, and it's really well written. Okay, so here he's got a section on dwarfs, the dwarfs tomatoes, but he'll go through some of the really cool varieties that are, some of them are well known, like of course, a lot of us know about Cherokee Purple. It's a tried and true fan favorite for most. It's a delicious tomato, but then it also talks about some of the not so well-known varieties like Red Zebra or Lucky Cross. Do you see the pictures? Like it excites me just seeing pictures of tomatoes. And it talks about white, green, stripes and swirls. Like, I just really love tomatoes. Like, here's another page where, I could just look at this for 20 minutes straight and enjoy myself. And it'll go into detail about certain variety. Like, here's another one, Mexican midget. Like, I don't want to ruin the book for you and show you everything. There's even some pictures where he liked, so he liked collecting like old seed catalogs, and he put some pictures of those in the book here. Just really fun stuff. And people used to send him seeds to like grow out. So he's got, at the very back again, he's got letters from people that sent him the seeds and what they wrote in the letters. Just a lot of interesting stuff. I really like this book. Like the back. Look at the back. I love the back. Oh, the green tomatoes. Green tomatoes are my jam. Okay, so that's enough with that book review. If you want to learn more about, tomatoes and all the different varieties, the different colors that there can be, that's a good one. Okay, this next book is probably my favorite. So I met this past, was it May? My very best friend. She has a YouTube channel too. Her name's, her YouTube channel is Mr. and Mrs. Tomato Head. Her name is Lauren, but we ended up doing a trade for tomato seeds. I found out that she had a really cool collection of micro dwarfs, which I was really getting into back in May. I was getting into micro dwarfs. I found someone in Canada that I traded with, and then I heard about Lauren, and it was just like when we connected, it was like we knew each other forever. I fell in love with her immediately through text messaging. In our big trade, because I think we traded like 60 variety. It was insane. We traded a lot of stuff, a lot of tomato seeds. And in her gift to me, I have a video. I'll try to link it below, but a lot of times I forget to link everything I say I'm gonna link. The video of me opening up her gift. She sent me this book, and on the inside of it is where she had taped all of the tomato seeds on both pages here. But it was just so special to me. She said this was her favorite book about tomatoes, or that she loved it because it was, it is so cute. The way this is, so it's written by Mike McGrath. Now he does have other books. I have one of them here. It's Mike McGrath's Book of Compost. So this is enjoyable too. The way he writes is so clever. He's like, how do I put it? He's like a jokester. I laughed through this entire book. And not only is it informative, but it's informative in a fun way. Like, it's got these really cute little illustrations that just, when you look at them, it'll make you just kind of giggle a little bit. It's another very easy to read book. I read it on vacation while I was sitting on the beach. and again, it was another one of those ones that was hard to put down. You just start reading And like, look, this is an illustration of a tomato like in a little baby carriage, because so this little illustration is talking about hardening off, and they just have a picture of you taking your tomato out in a little baby stroller, your little baby plants. They talk about location, where to plant your tomato. I mean, again, this has got a lot of information, but it's just told in a very fun, cutesy way. I don't know if I should say cutesy, but it talks about watering. It even talks about like the NPK. So he just talks about his gardening experience and the stuff that he has found that works for him. It's got like a recipe to make your own compost tea, make your own fungicide, baking soda and oil. Here's one. This one talks about how to keep slugs? Yeah. This one talks about how you keep snails off. It says, eventually you'll figure out that you're buying beer for creatures who are eating your garden to the ground. And if you choose to continue anyway, 2 words, cheap beer. Treat those slugs to the best case a 5-spot can buy. So it's got a little illustration, because one of the things you can do is put like in a little, like, I don't know, like a little, like tuna can bowl, some beer, and the slugs will crawl into it and die around your tomato plants, because slugs can, eat holes into your baby tomato plants and then they won't make it. So, I mean, it's just a lot of, so there's a chapter on pest control. Let me see, I could talk about this book forever. It's a great book. I'm pretty sure you can still find it on Amazon, or there was like what is that one website? I actually bought another one of these to do a giveaway at some point with. It's like Thrift Books. I think that's what it is. Yeah, Thrift Books. So that's where I found this, and I found this one on Thrift Books. They were they were both just a few bucks. Table of contents is picking your tomatoes. So which ones do you want to grow? What do you plan on doing with them? The joy of germination, how you get started with it, how to plant tomatoes, how to stake and cage them, water, basic keeping alive skills, pest control, dealing with disease, the harvest and beyond. Like the first page says, because when you garden, we all think these same things. It says, why am I doing this instead of enjoying my summer? Right there. There's parts in here where he calls tomatoes tomatas. Like, just, it's fun. It's a fun book to read. And I kid you not, reading this, you'll laugh out loud while learning something. So those are the 2 tomato books that are my favorite. I have other ones. If you want me to do reviews on those, please let me know. I have Tomatoland. I have the $64 tomato. I have The Tomato Book, and Growing Great Tomatoes is another one that I enjoy. But if you have any suggestions on other tomato books, I want to collect them all. I'm so excited about this collaboration is because obviously I like the internet. I like social media, but at the same time, I feel like, excuse you, ma'am. Excuse you. So what was I saying? Cove. If you have any other tomato books that you would recommend, please let me know in the comments. But I'm really excited about this, because I think that we should also have some like tangible information, things that we can pick up and look at, like, in case you can't get on the internet. But I feel like we're all wondering the same thing. Like, when you get into something different, what are some good books? What's the best book? Which one should I go to? And so I'm excited to see the list that people come up with in the videos that people are going to do for this, and maybe find some really cool books of things that I'm interested in. There's other things that I could like learn how, herbalism, like learning how to identify things and what their uses are. So I'm excited. I'm hoping people will do some books on herbalism. I've got a couple, but I haven't read them yet. So that's going to be my collaborative video with Jess from Roots and Refuge. It's about tomatoes, of course. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you all enjoy your day.